meditation. So if you would like to learn how to meditate, this is the video for you. Alright, so first off, we will go over what supplies are best for meditation. So first, you'll need some sage or an incense, a lighter, and something to ash into, right? So I have this abalone shell I got from Ocean Beach in San Diego. And then these sage bundles I harvested myself from Three Sisters Falls in Descanso, California. So it's right near San Diego, and it's this beautiful hike. I would totally recommend it. I'll link that in the bio below. So, first thing you want to do is get your sage or your incense, and then go ahead and light just a little bit on the end, right? And never blow the fire out. We don't want to blow out our inner fire, right? It's symbolic. So this is a practice known in the Native American culture as well. They'll use a feather to fan out the fire, typically. So then you'll just cleanse yourself. So this is what they did in the beginning of my yoga teacher training, just symbolically cleanse away all those unwanted stagnant energies. So anything that makes us not feel so good, just like release that, let it go. Take some deep breaths. Okay. And then just cleanse your space now, right? You want to have a cleanly space. Cleanliness is next to godliness. Okay. Awesome. So now just put out the sage before your smoke alarm goes off, and just go ahead and place it next to you. Continue to breathe. Okay. And then next thing you'll need is a picture or some kind of something that reminds you of the highest power, right? God. Some people refer to God as different names, right? So this picture is the oldest depiction that we know to man of God himself or herself, right? So this is Krishna, right? Okay. Krishna is spoken of in the Vedas. So where we hear yoga, Western yoga, it originates from the Vedas in ancient Indian culture. And there was a story called the Bhagavad Gita within the Vedas. And the story is of a man named Arjuna and Krishna, and these two guys were best friends. And so Krishna teaches Arjuna the science of yoga. And so that's the yoga that we know today, is coming all the way down from a spiritual lineage thousands and thousands of years ago. And so we're just now hearing about this in English because a man named A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada from India decided to learn the language of English and translate the Vedic texts into the English language. So we're just now receiving this yogic knowledge, and it's such a gift. So the next thing that we can do is just continue to learn about it. All right, so have your picture, right, of God. You know, Jesus is awesome too. Jesus was a really cool spiritual teacher. So next thing, all right, we'll play a little bit of music. And then this is a Native American flute I got in San Diego. Has a little buffalo on there. Okay. And then every time you play an instrument, right, it has a vibration. So, you know, we can measure that vibration, right? So once we end the song, we'll just rest in that sound vibration for a moment, and we'll just take a few breaths. So inhale. If you would like to, just relax and just take a couple of breaths while listening to the flute for a moment. After you've rested in that sound vibration, you'll just light a candle. Alright, so this is my candle, stress relief. It's very soothing. And if you'd like, you can also have a crystal. This is a quartz crystal ball. And this is a Lapis Lazuli. Let's do a close-up shot. This is the Lapis Lazuli. And then I'll link a little description below of what the properties are of these two crystals, if you're interested. Okay, so next, just sit into a comfortable position for meditation. So it's said that you'd usually want to sit on a comfortable cushion, usually with your hips above your knees. So we'll try and do that here. Okay, right, so hips above the knees. So I really like this beanbag chair. Okay. And just breathe. Okay. So the first way that I was taught to meditate was by using the Japa-Mala beads. So you can really use any beaded object, but typically a round has 108 beads. This is a half round. So we'll just do a few beads and I'll show you how to do the head bead. So the head bead is usually the largest bead or the bead with the tassel on the end. And so you'll just say thanks to your spiritual teachers, and you can use either an Om or a Gauranga, whatever you feel more comfortable with. I personally use Gauranga. The meaning of Gauranga is love, and this comes from a Sanskrit, the Sanskrit language. So we'll just take the head bead, take a deep inhale while thinking Gauranga, and then releasing, exhale, and we'll just use our breath and our diaphragm to just push out Gauranga, okay? And then this sound vibration will help us to rest and the vibration for the next step in the meditation process. So you'll hold the head bead, take your pinky finger, and just kind of hold on to the rest of the beads like this with your pinky, okay? And then hands up for receiving the energy on top of your knees. Inhale, Gauranga, and then exhale and verbalize Gauranga. So inhale, Just rest in the sound vibration. Alright, next we will move on to the next bead. So you'll hold the bead with your forefinger and your thumb, and you'll just kind of engage the sense of touch. So the point of the meditation beads is to engage all of your senses so that you can control the mind, okay? And so we'll be controlling that sense of touch by just kind of, basically fiddling with the bead, okay? One bead at a time until you complete the round. And the monks, the Hare Krishna monks, typically complete 16 rounds in one day. But, you can just start off with however many beads or rounds you feel comfortable with. Okay, so we'll start off with an easier mantra. It's called Om Hari Om. So, we'll say that Om Hari Om. So we're just giving gratitude. Om basically means the divine light in me honors and sees the divine light in you, right? So we're recognizing that we all have that spark within us, that spark of God, spark of the Supreme, Source, Krishna, whatever you'd like to refer to that Supreme personality of Godhead as. So we'll inhale, and then we'll start with Om Hari Om, and you kind of just want to say it lightly on your breath as to not use too much energy, but just loud enough so that you can hear yourself, to engage your sense of hearing, and then your sense of speech. I guess it's not a sense, right? So you're engaging all the senses, so touch, you're hearing the meditation chanting, and then you'll also be let's see there, touch, feel, see. You'll be looking at the tip of your nose, okay? So kind of take your eyes to the tip of your nose, okay? Right, and then you'll, taste, you're not really tasting anything, that's a sense, but you'll be verbalizing it, right? You'll be using the tongue to speak the mantras, okay? So Om Hari Om on each bead, right, until you complete the round, but I'll just show you kind of how it sounds with a couple of beats. It goes, I'll start with the first one, right, the Goranga, and then I'll move on to the Om Hari Om. Okay, and so on and so forth. And so you'll just complete the round, and then you'll just rest in that sound vibration. So yeah, as many rounds as you feel comfortable with. It's very calming, all right? It helps to control the mind, by controlling the mind, we can focus on attracting into our lives those good things, and to continue to progress onto that higher spiritual platform of that love for God. So thank you all for watching. Thank you so much for learning about the true essence of yoga. And if you'd like to tune in to one of my regular yoga classes, they're more just for asana, so there's not as much of that spiritual talk involved as in this video. So go ahead and check those out if you're looking for more of just a workout type video, and that might be more for you. But just give me a like and a subscribe if you like this video. Thank you guys so much for tuning in, and I hope to see you next week. Thank you so much, and let's do one final Om together. All right, so inhale. All right, thank you so much.